All right, well, we're here, and we have a photo that we're auctioning off of all the superheroes that are here today. They're going to sign it, and we have their big red bag, Dorothy, that they carry with their toys that they give to the kids in the hospital, and that's what we want to do today. We're going to auction this off to the highest bidder and get them some money to go help some needy kids.
Some kids, some toys. Yeah, I love that. So we need you to, come on, who's going to start the bidding on this picture? Somebody's got, let's sing toward the phone to ring. Somebody needs to start the bidding. You know, if we had, come here. You still have your mic on? Where's Rue? Stand behind us. Maybe you guys could get this phone ringing.
Dorothy, I'll start the bidding off at $1.37.
Oh, cheap Superman.
Well, there's no reason to put money in this costume. My underwear's on the outside of my pants.
Rue and come here, you two. Oh. Okay, but anyhow, it's a great picture. In fact,
I hear the phone starting to ring back there.
You what?
I hear the phone starting to ring back there. People are bidding.
Okay.
So we want them to call in and bid right now. It's not for the TV station. It's not for the heroes. It's for the kids. It's the kids that are in a hospital. They're dealing with cancer. They're dealing with the different sicknesses and things that are out there that kids shouldn't have to go through. Mm-hmm. And when superheroes have the opportunity to come up and just brighten their day and bring them something and say, hey, somebody thought about you. You're not going through this alone. That's important, and that really speaks volumes to those kids and gives them hope. I mean, Brian told us in 70s he had open heart surgery, and someone came in and they encouraged him and knew it was going to be okay to get through it. We heard the guy that wrote the story, origin story of Wolverine, and how he sent a Ninja Turtle character in to be with a kid before he passed away, and that's the most prized thing. It changes people's lives. Sure. People see that other people care, and this is just a unique way of someone showing it the way they're doing it, and I'm excited to have them here and have them be a part of what we're doing here at TV49. It's exciting.
Okay, you two. This is what you do best. I want you all to sell this picture at the highest bidder for toys for the kids for Christmas.
Okay.
I say call in right now. Honestly, no, for real, this is really a great cause. Give a call in right now, and even in addition to what they're doing, the highest bidder, we got a higher bidder? Highest bidder? Well, even with the highest bidder, WNRR Gospel 1380 will even throw in a prize pack if you guys, with like several CDs from some of the top artists in the nation, if you will, call in and make a donation to get this. So, yeah.
And if that don't work, I'll throw in Big Roo.
All right. All right, we've got Clint calling in. It's going to go to $20 with the opening bid, so we want someone to do higher than that right now. So go ahead and call in right now.
Oh, yeah, this needs to go for a lot of money.
So we're hoping for at least $1,000. So someone out there want to go ahead and do that. It'll be a lot of toys. What can you do with $1,000 to buy toys for kids?
How many toys does that buy, Wade?
I don't know. A lot of toys.
A lot of toys. Yeah, that would be amazing. And, like Chris said, the kids, it's so funny when you go in their rooms and you have toys, they're already so excited to see the heroes. And they're kind of flipping out when they see the heroes so that they get a toy, too.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, my goodness. They know everything's going to be okay then.
Yeah.
So that's always really cool.
So do your biggest, best gift.
And what you make happen for others, God will make happen for you. So, again, it is a good cause.
We have a $20 bid, and you want to put it higher?
We want to hear $50,000, $75,000.
$75,000.
She thinks the way I think.
$75,000.
We can buy some toys. I think we can buy a toy factory and just make toys all day long for kids.
But really, it's not about buying a toy. It's about giving happiness.
Giving happiness.
And giving peace to that child or those children who are going through a rough patch. And sometimes it's the simplest things that make a difference, whether, it is a Batman or a Wolverine, whatever the toy is, a child will begin to, there's a life that comes forth.
Sure.
When a child is connected to, number one, to something new.
Right.
And number two, to something that they feel is an object of a strength to them. So again, be a blessing and give us a call now.
Well, can Captain America tell everyone how do the parents react to Captain America?
It's pretty amazing how the parents react. I'm a parent myself, and my three boys, they join us here. They're here today. Spider-Man, Batman, and Star-Lord. I'm just so proud of my sons. And my oldest boy, Spider-Man, my costume and all of
He
our
did?
costumes. Yeah, he sure did.
You made these costumes?
And this one.
And that one, stand up, buddy. Let's look at it.
Batman and Wolverine.
Wow,
You made
good
all these
job.
costumes?
This is my nephew over here.
Wow.
Good job.
Stand up and let's look at yours.
Stand up. There you go. Pretty amazing.
He is pretty amazing.
Don't say name. That's why I did that. We're getting it all there.
But I really think that the parents really enjoy us as much as the children do, and just to watch the faces of the parents just glow is really meaningful, because we made not just their children's day but their day as well. So
Where's
it's awesome.
Tammy?
Well, you just so you know very quickly, we're at $100 now is our top bid.
Oh, wow.
So we need to go ahead and go to the phone now. Above and beyond $100 right now. So we want 125. We'd really like to get to at least $1,000 today for this for the
Wow.
kids for doing that. But Tamara and I, our son
That's how
Tam,
I was gonna say.
was sick and was in the hospital at an MCG, and he had a sickness that came on in which he needed a blood transfusion. He stopped producing red blood cells for a short period of time, and with that process of that, Tamara went out and you bought him a gift. And how important is that gift to Michael now?
Oh, well, I went out and bought him. Michael has this thing for soft blankets, and so he loved Cars at the time. He was, just a year old. So I went and bought him a Cars blanket, and to this day he still sleeps with that one.
I was in his bed last night.
7 years later, he still sleeps with that blanket. So
I mean, the gifts these kids get are impactful, especially at this particular. There's something they're not going to forget about. It's something that means a lot to them, and it's something they can look back on. Because I made it, and I made it because people believed that I was going to make it, and they cared enough to come see me, and that's what's important about having the superheroes here, and why we want to support them and their mission as they go out every last Friday of every month.
Last Friday.
Last Friday of every month.
One of the neat things, you're talking about the picture, too, that you have that they're auctioning off. One of the funniest stories is we saw a child one time, and the child was a huge Spider-Man fan. And he really was excited. He was coloring this picture, this huge picture of Spider-Man climbing down a wall. So when we left the room, we didn't think anything about it, but he hadn't finished it, and he was really upset. So he finished it. He gave it to one of the nurses who tracked us down while we were still in the hospital and gave it to us. Well, what was so cool about that is we took it back with us, and we were so excited by it. The kid was out of Florida. They were, a lot of people from all over the Southeast that come up to the Children's Hospital. So we basically had Spider-Man climb up a wall, hold his picture, and have a picture taken of him on the wall. So it was so funny is the kid actually got it mailed back from Peter Parker, New York. So that's all he got. But he got that, and his parents contacted us and said, you have no idea what that did, and no idea how that helped him to be able to see Spider-Man holding his picture in the same pose on a wall in New York, on the side of a building. So there are things that last forever, like you saw in the teaser earlier. The Ninja Turtle goes into the boy's room, and the boy did pass away, but the parents said, you don't know, our child left here with happiness, left the world with happiness. So
right, I can just say, as a parent that went through something with Michael, and then seeing all these parents with their little ones pushing their IV carts and dealing with cancer and leukemia, anything, helps. And to bring joy to these kids, who are really struggling with so much, is amazing. And it lifts their spirits.
And it also helped lift yours when you saw the other kids happier. And
yes. Oh, most definitely. I know when we got the good report that he was, prior to going back and for his checkup, I was talking to a mom, and this is their second round of cancer with their child. And we were just talking, and we prayed together, and I'm going to try not to cry. But when I came out and I gave her the thumbs up that he was okay, that everything was good, she just ran over and just started crying. She was just so glad, even it wasn't her son, just to hear some good news. And we just embraced and cried. And to this day, it's still.
yeah.
So Chris is getting involved. He's putting on a superhero costume and he's going with you.
That's why it means so much.
Yes, it does.
well, can Black Widow say something?
Yes.
Hey everyone, I'm Black Widow, and
An Avenger.
an Avenger, and I am a pediatric nurse, and I've had the privilege to go with the superheroes to the hospital. Not as often as some of the other guys, but and girls. But I just want to express how it makes me feel as a person. Here recently, because I take care of a lot of sick children in the home that are really, really sick. Some make it, some don't. Last Friday, I lost a patient that was really dear to me. She needed a heart, liver, and kidney transplant. And I don't worry about her because I know she's in God's hands now. But for me to dress up in a costume, whether it's the Black Widow or Catwoman or Storm, just allows me to step out of my reality that sometimes is good and sometimes it's sad. And just be that superhero for that child. The child, these kids, when they see a superhero, it shows them that good trumps evil. This past Sunday in church, the pastor was talking about in the book of Revelation, chapter 10, verses 1 through 11, and it was how John was shown when, God was going to come back, the day and the time. But he specifically told John not to write it down because his people, us, we don't need to know the day or the time. We just need to know, like the pastor said, Pastor Robertson said, that God is winning the battle and he has won the battle. And in the end, good's going to win over evil. And if we can show these children God's love by dressing up, just going in their room for a few minutes and just showing, hey, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. God loves you and we love you. And then that's all that matters.
That's awesome.
That's right.
Well, we're going to go to the prayer room because we're running close to the top. We have to go to the prayer room, then we're going to come back with more. But right now, we're waiting for you. I would like to give them $1,000. Wouldn't that be great to fill up that bag with $1,000 for toys? So we don't normally do this, raise money for others when we need it, but we just
what about if somebody maybe doesn't have 1,000, but would it help if people brought toys down here and collected toys for you?
Sure, that's
so
fine.
So how about us do that? I didn't even ask you, and I'm not going to. I'm just putting it out there. But
they need to be
brand new toys, not used, nothing. Brand new toys, but we'll go ahead and start collecting toys that you can take to the children in the hospitals. How's that?
Thank you very much.
So let's do it.
What's the deadline? Set up a deadline.
Set up a deadline.
Christmas
Work on that while we go to Jimmy.
We're going to go to Jimmy and we'll be back.